Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
Now coming to generation of learners. Yes. So there are four generation of learners: bloomers, generation X, millennials, and generation Z. Bloomers, generation X, are also known as digital immigrants. Millennial is also known as generation Y, and generation Z are also known as the digital generation, digital natives, nerd, gamer, programmer, wits, nixon, alpha geek, genius, E-type, Z, generation Z, etc. So these are all various names of the current generation. So let us discuss. I'm not going to discuss in detail about Generation X and millennials, but we'll discuss about digital natives and digital immigrants. So who are the digital natives? So digital natives have rapid access to information from multiple resources. They are multitasking. They prefer multimedia over text. They like to access information, and they are information seeker. They are the ones who are born after 1995. Now, this is again a controversial point. Why? Because many countries, if you go to the western side of the world, you find that they define digital natives who were born after 1995. While if you go to some eastern countries, they define digital natives who are born after 2000. And in India, we follow this Western pattern. So we also consider digital natives who are born after 1995. So we'll keep that way only. That the one who are born after 95 are known as, means the one who born during digital age are the digital natives. Uh, Digital natives to whom we find with technology like mobile phone, laptop, desktop, iPad, iPhone, and other gadgets. They like to learn through video and images. They know a lot of information sources which are available on the web. If we see the particular characteristics of digital natives, they are like they like to build network with multiple people. They always prefer just-in-time learning. They are interested only in relevant, useful, and firm learning information. They want to learn at their own space and convenience. They want immediate rewards in terms of like, share, comments, or they want immediate certification for whatever they do. This is how their psychology works. This particular generation has been plugged in since they were babies. They grow up with educational softwares and computer games. They think that technology should be made available 24 by 7 and it should be available free of cost. They do not live in 9 by 5 or 10 by 6 world where we digital immigrants generally do. And they function in the international world. So for them, the entire world is on a laptop or a particular gadget. How do they learn? So they learn with technology, they learn with each other, they learn in their own time, they learn at their own place, and they learn only those things which they feel it is of the most important in nature. So now let us see what is the difference between digital immigrants and digital natives. So digital immigrants, as I said, that bloomers and the generation X are the digital immigrants, those who born before 1995 you can say they are the digital immigrants. So they are the adopters of the technology, web technology, while digital natives, they born during or after digital age. Digital immigrants, they prefer to talk in person, while digital natives, they always attach to phone or other devices. So they get connected to the people through the digital devices. Digital immigrants are more logical learners, while digital natives are more intuitive learners. Digital immigrants, they focus one task at a time, means they are not, you cannot say that they are the multitasking, while digital natives are always multitasking. They prefer to do a lot of things together, right? They prefer, digital immigrants, they prefer to have interaction with one or two people rather than many at a time, while digital natives, they are extreme in networking. Digital immigrants, they get information from the traditional resources which they find more trustable, more easy, and accessible. While for digital natives, getting the information is not restricted. They can surf, they can go to any extent for getting the information. So for them, the sources are not restricted for getting the information. Digital immigrants means we teachers who are teaching to our digital natives. So please understand that teachers are no longer stage on this. They are no longer sage on the stage, but they are now guide on the other side. You can't speak now anything inside the classroom because digital content is now on which can be noticed by the global community. So enhance the quality of teaching and learning through digitization. Free your lecture on various digital platforms. Don't be afraid of new teaching and learning technologies like a new, if you're comfortable on one particular platform, a classroom platform, then don't stick on it. Learn, try to learn the different platforms, try to learn different applications. For example, for PowerPoint presentation, we still follow only one, that is PPT, PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. But today I'm going to give you a uh, list of tools where you can prepare animated videos. PowerPoint presentation can be a different way you can present your sessions to the students. So that I'm going to discuss. Yes. So I was talking about digital immigrants. Uh, there are four different models which a teacher can follow to to coop up or to meet the requirement of this digital natives. That four models are Taral, which is developed by me, TPAC, PDCA, and Radar. Taral stands for, T stands for teaching, A stands for administration, R stands for research, A stands for advisory, and L stands for learning. So a teacher should invest their time not only in teaching activities or the research activities, but they should start now investing their time in administrating, advisory, and learning activities. So every week, minimum 4 to 5 hours should be spent on learning new technologies. That should be the goal of teacher, and this thorough is very effective format which I have developed to how a teacher can invest the time in different activities in on weekly basis, on monthly basis, or on yearly basis, and how teacher can evaluate their own performance with a model called PDCA. P stands for plan, D stands for do, C for check, and A for act. So they have to plan all the activities of this Taral. Then they have to do all the activities in the year or in a week or in a month, then check. So whatever is planned, they have to compare it with the actual doing. That is check, and then A, last is A, that is the act. So they have to act upon it. Positively, they have to take it in a right spirit, and they should weigh that what is not learned in last 1 month or year or a week basis. Then the most popular and famous model on technology is the TPAC model. TPAC model is again talks about three different dimensions: technological knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and content knowledge. Technological knowledge is about technology. A teacher should have little information about the technology. P stands for pedagogical, means technological pedagogy. What is the pedagogy of the technology should also be known to the teacher. And C, that is the content. Content should also be clear. Which content? Technological content or pedagogical content which can be used for taking sessions on various technological platforms. So these four different models can be used by a teacher to comply with the latest requirement. Now, tools for teachers. Uh, Different. First, I'll discuss about the presentation tools. So we teachers follow only PowerPoint presentation, and many times I've seen that teachers also use Prezi, which I have given on the fourth rank. Prezi. Prezi is also a good tool, but I think all teachers should also try these different tools which are available freely with a limited version, with a limited features. So you can pick up any one: Haiku Tech, 11 Image, Canva, Prezi, Taway, Bunker, Bunsi, Raw Shots, Vios, Bytable, or Stooflix. You can use any one of this for making your presentation. So you will find that your presentation will be totally different from the presentation which you are making earlier. So it will be, animated kind of presentation or presentation with some extra features. So these are all the applications which are available free of cost on all the platform, almost all the platforms. So you'll find it on the Android also, or on the Windows also, or on the iPhone also if you're a user of Apple. So everywhere on all platform it is available, but with the limited features. If you want to use the pro version, then you'll have to pay some $15 to $100 per month or per year, depending upon the application which you are buying. So I would request at least just type on your Google Haiku Deck and just surf first all these 11, 12 applications, and then decide which application you are going to use and start using at least one application uh, out of this. Not all, not possible. So use only one application, right? And try with one more presentation. So whatever presentation you are going to use for this program, for your orientation program or Guru Dakshita program, use your presentation or prepare your presentation on any of this presentation. And if you want to make it more animated, or you know uh, 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 more animated with videos or with some different features, then I would suggest one more application, and it is Render Forest. So simply write down Render Forest, where you can make 15 seconds to 50 seconds video free of cost, and it's very easy. Everything is pre-installed. You just have to type your name and you just have to write down all bullet points. That's it. Okay, then second is developing newsletter. As you are aware that each and every college or higher education institution, they have their own newsletter. Sometimes it is on monthly basis, yearly basis, weekly basis. So I would suggest that you start making e-newsletters using this particular application, Smore, MyStore, and Vizel. These three tools are very good tools where you can develop a newsletter, a college newsletter or a university newsletter, and you can divide it class-wise also. If you are interested to have class-wise newsletter, then also it is possible. Grade-wise newsletter, it is possible. Year-wise newsletter, it is possible. Say, for example, first year student, second year. So for all 3 years, and you can see your digital natives are smart, your students are smart, so you can assign any of this application to your student, and they will start working on it, and they will come up with the monthly or yearly newsletter for you. So you can give it to them and they will do it. So the next is tools that give student a voice. So see, polls. If you want to take opinion of the students, if you want to, we have a practice in college and university where we have a notice board, right? And we encourage students to submit some poem, poetry, sketch, or some drawing, or some, something that they should contribute on daily basis, and then you paste it on a notice board, and then all the students can see it. But now you have a platform which can be seen by the entire world, and that platform is Padlet. Padlet is a very good platform. You can say it's a digital notice board, or even students can write down whatever they wish or whatever they want for the college, or whatever kind of opinion they want to give for the college. So without any hesitation, without they can make Padlet is very simple. I would request all the participants that just today itself go to the Google, write down Padlet, install, and write down something about you, about your college, about your experience, something, and then share it with your group members. So that way, also Padlet is a very effective tool. And similarly, Padlet is good, but the similar application is Linoit, the Answer Garden, Today's Meet, and the Answer Pad. These are the similar application, but Padlet is totally free of cost, and I am using it. Therefore, I am recommending that there is no charge involved in this application. Then polling tools. Polling tools, sometimes, if you want to take opinion from teachers or from students, that whether we should do this or not, whether we should take industrial visit to this place or not, or whether we go for educational visit to this place or not, or when you have any dilemma, or when you have any query about a particular topic, or if you want to know that whether students are actually knowing a particular basic level of subject or not. So, sometimes if you ask in the classroom, they might hesitate to answer. But if you ask them through this poll, because this poll are very secret, so there will not be any information related to students' income. Simply, you got to know the the opinion of the students in a percentage form. So if you want to know any kind of opinion from teachers or from students or from peers, use these tools. These are the best tools available. Participole, Flisty, Box, and Paradeck List. These are the tools for knowing the poll about your students. Then games to check for understanding. I think all of you must be aware with one uh, you know serial "Kaun Banega Crorepati" hosted by Amitabh Bachchan, Amitabh Bachchan. So similar way, like MCQ type of question. So similar way, if you want to develop a game for your students, in assignments you can use this, or You can have this on a permanent basis where every week or every 15 days or every 20 days, on the basis of current affairs, you can design a question bank and you can ask in the same fashion. So question will come and then there will be four options A, B, C, D, and this will be in the game form. And even today, a lot of similar type of games are also available on the Play Store. So you can also design this type of quiz. These four are the tools for it: Kahoot, Flip Quiz, Connect Force, and Who Wants to Be the Millionaire. These four are the tools widely used for this. Now coming to the last part of our session about the quality issues in online education. See, quality is like a love. You cannot touch it, but you can feel it. So there is no universal fixed definition for quality. It's a relative term sometimes, or it is totally intangible. And nowadays, I've seen that many organizations have quantified this term called quality. But let me talk about the quality issues in the online education or non-formal types of education. So you may find it at five levels: in the preparation of a lecture, in recording of a lecture, in editing of a lecture, in exam and assessment, and in course publication. Here where you find issues related to the quality. So how? Let me start with the first: lecture preparation. So quality issue can be in form of weak content, in form of poor quality of PowerPoint slides, in form of poor written lecture content. Resource which can be used for lecture preparation can be any which I have already discussed. All 11 applications you can use, I could that and all. And solution for this lecture preparation is only one, is that all teachers should be instructed to prepare a well content, try to get expertise in a particular tools which they are using, and write a text, only three or four lines rather, on a particular PowerPoint. Not on all, but they can minimize the write-up on the PPT. Then second is lecture recording. Lecture recording, again, quality issues maybe in terms of poor audio, poor video, poor lighting, or the recording room where you get to, a lot of noise disturbance comes. So what are the resources? So resources, you can say a microphone, a good microphone, a Blue Yeti, DSLR camera, studio lights, or a good studio can be used as a resource for this lecture recording. And what is the solution for avoiding poor quality of recording is that get a good mic and learn how to use it. Get good DSLR camera and learn to use it. Get good lights and learn to use how to use that lights. And learn how to do a basic setup of the particular studio. Then third is about lecture editing or mixing, you can say. So sometimes poor mixing of audio, video, and slides may create issues and problems. So the resource is use some good software for this. Camtasia is a good software which you can use for editing your video lectures. And for this, the solution, you have to learn that software first before applying it. Then the fourth is exam and assessment. Poor quality of exam and assessment may be the reason for uh, quality issues. So there is only one solution: carefully make exams keeping in mind the learning outcome. So whatever learning outcome you have conveyed to the students, that should be reflected in your exam assessment. And the last, course publishing. When you are publishing, you are uh, putting your course on online. uh, Poor structure or layout of course or poor management of course may weaken your quality. So resource is LMS, Learning Management System. So first you select a good LMS, Learning Management System, learn it thoroughly, manage it properly to avoid these quality issues. Finally, quality assurance for quality education is that at various levels, reviews and checkings are required during the course development before they are released. Sufficient training are required to the teachers and course coordinators in order to ensure that development processes are effective and capable. After initial piloting and successful release of course, SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, and written procedure of course development process and used for regular training, auditing, and process control purposes. Every institution should also conduct a regular internal audit of its course development as well as the achievement of learning outcomes. Every complaint or error found during the curriculum or the execution of courses should be analyzed, and appropriate recurrence prevention should be taken in order to ensure continuous improvement in the process at all times. With this, I uh, complete my session. If you have any kind of query, doubt, or if you want to ask any question related to the tools which I have mentioned, you can share it. Even you can share your views on my email ID, given email ID. That's profgurutta1 Thank you once again for your listening and giving and spending your time to listen.
Thank you, Dr. Jappi, for your knowledgeable session. As I told you in his introduction, we feel that he has the vast experience of working with this academics, and जप्पी जी ने अपने व्याख्यान में अपना जो अनुभव है उसका निचोड़ हमारे साथ शेयर किया। उसके लिए जप्पी जी का HRDC गुजरात यूनिवर्सिटी की ओर से तहे दिल से आभार प्रकट करती हूँ। और I would like to thank you all the participants on behalf of HRDC Gujarat University. As we know, friends, because of COVID-19, just now we are meeting in this virtual platform. So take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, stay safe, stay at home, stay beautiful. Thank you all.